Ben Frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to Neb at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a bitch, she nasty. Then I'm about she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. But today we start the new season with an AFC West division battle right out of the gate, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Condors of Tokyo. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. Short throw caught by Dulcich. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
from the 41. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Garoppolo. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Las Vegas paid a steep price to acquire Adams from Green Bay last offseason, and yet they got their money's worth from him in 2022. NFL best 14 receiving touchdowns, over 1,500 yards, and a well-deserved 3rd straight All-Pro selection.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
We call a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Garoppolo to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Same connection, Dulcich once again. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. Byron Young, that is one that he will remember. His 1st career sack in his 1st career game in the National Football League.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They go with Jacobs, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Counter play with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Garoppolo now. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Alex Singleton making the play defensively. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Condors 3.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. To throw is Wilson. Off the play fake. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. On 1st down, Wilson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give to Jacobs running right, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Raiders.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Mayer with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Condors 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try. You were to start the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So two words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Stidham to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, Stidham to throw. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Flush to his right. Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Stidham. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From midfield now, here's Stidham. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a gain there of 11 yards.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force third and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on third down.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Stidham to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Stidham will throw again. Flushed out right. Stidham hit, and he lost it. And the Raiders pick it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
He'll let this go for Adams. This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Pass intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Reload. 60 by 6. Street. Go, Rig. Go.
Now Stidham off play action. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Baron Browning in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That's returnable now for Smith. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
From the gun, it's Stidham. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They go play action with Stidham. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Stidham going back to the air. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And what a big-time play there. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
They go play action now. Stidham on the move to his left. And Stidham throws another interception, his third. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was